Sup everybody, it's Jarek here, and today I'll present to you the young career of Tottenham midfielder and Argentinian footballer, Erik Lamela. Erik Manuel Lamela, who also goes by the name of Coco, was born on the 4th of March in 1992 in Carapachay, Argentina, to Jose and Miriam Lamela. Erik decided to play football early into his childhood at the age of 5, and after making an automatic impression amongst many scouts, European giant FC Barcelona in Spain reportedly offered the young midfielder 100,000 euros a year, along with a guaranteed house in the Catalan region of Spain. This offer made by Barcelona was extremely similar to the offer made a couple years prior, which brought a man by the name of Lionel Messi over to Spain in a deal that we now see as one of the greatest moves in the history of football. In a twist of expectations, the Lamela family shockingly declined the deal despite Erik's initial interests. Lamela stated that one of his reasons for not taking the offer was because he wanted to follow in the footsteps of legendary homegrown striker Diego Maradona, who stayed in Argentina for the beginning of his illustrious career. Anyway, his career at River Plate continued, and his play on the field even interested the Transworld Sports film crew, who flew out to Argentina to check the young lad out. As a 12-year-old youngster, he had already netted 120 goals for River Plate's youth side in a season. You heard me right, 120 goals in a season. Anyway, the real test was just ahead, as his first team debut was just a couple moments away, and his team was plummeting to the bottom of the league. Lamela made his debut appearance for the club's first team on June 13th of 2009 in a match against country foe Club Atlético Tigre. Not too long after, he scored his first goal for the club in a league match against Cologne on a beautiful goal that barely made it past the keeper.
Lamela, Acevedo, el Pavone, Lamela, ¡opalala! Golazo de River. La picaba Erik Lamela. Primer tanto en primera edición para el juvenil de 18 años, que lleva 13 partidos disputados en River. Recordemos que el volante surgió de las divisiones menores, debutó en la máxima categoría el 13 de junio.
It was a great start to his career, and it all goes up from here, right? Well, sadly not, as the young midfielder was faced with the impossible task of saving River Plate from relegation. And sadly, the young man did not deliver, because despite his best efforts, the Argentine club was relegated for their first time in their 110-year history, and was a depressing event for River Plate fans all over Argentina, and it was labeled as the Descenso de las Gallas, or the relegation of the chickens. The rest of Erik Lamela's career at River Plate was just as disappointing, as in his final 36 matches, he only scored 4 goals as his tenure in South America was up. Before we talk about his move to Europe, here was the last goal he scored for the Argentine club. Anyway, the next chapter now begins as Mr. Lamela signed with Italian club AS Roma. Erik made his debut for the club in October of 2011 in a league match against Palermo, and in the same match, he scored his first goal for the club on a beautiful chip into the back of the net. His time at the Stadio Olimpico in Rome, however, was nothing special, as despite his goal tally of 21 and collecting 13 assists, he was soon out of the Italian side after only 2 seasons. His Italian career ended following a heartbreaking loss to city rivals Lazio in the Coppa Italia final. Luckily for Lamela, his play drew the interest of North London club Tottenham Hotspur, as the Lily Whites paid a transfer fee of up to $30 million on the 30th of August in 2013, bringing the Argentine midfielder to the country of England. Erik made his debut for Tottenham on September 1st of 2013 in the North London derby versus rivals Arsenal. Not long after, he made an impact for the club, as in a match between Tottenham Hotspur and Moldovan side FC Sheriff, he scored his first goal in London on a beauty that just sneaked past the keeper on a nicely placed shot. It seems that Erik Lamela and Tottenham are mutually satisfied with each other, as till this day he remains with the club. He is currently a reserve, as he sits behind the likes of Korean midfielder Heung-min Son, Denmark maestro Christian Eriksen, and a young England talent in Dele Alli. Considering the fact that he has an impressive clump of players ahead of him in the team sheets, it's understandable that he's a reserve for the talent they have up front. Now that his career has settled down, he has scored 24 goals and has assisted on 41, which shows that the move to North London was the revival his career needed, and as he's only 26, he's got a lot more steam left ahead of him. He likely won't be able to live up to the hype surrounding him in his childhood, but hopefully he continues to crush it up in the English Premier League. He has made a name for himself up in North London, as he has made some fantastic goals, such as this shot against Liverpool.
Eriksen fills it in, he goes all the way through at the back post, goal! Erik Lamela!
Along with this beauty against Inter Milan.
Harry Kane for Erik Lamela. Lamela! Oh, top corner, top quality!
And lastly, probably the goal of his career, this Rabona kick against Asteras. As you can see, the man still has talent, and under the right manager, which indeed is Maurizio Pochettino, he can show how truly great he is. Like I said earlier, he likely will not live up to the hype he received as a young player for River Plate, but the man has carved himself out a decent career. At the age of 26, he's far from slowing down, and despite underperforming in his recent matches, he's got a lot of time left. Hopefully, he continues to bang in goals into the back of the net for the rest of his footballing career. Anyway, thank you for watching this footballography on Erik Lamela. I am Jarek Dogpano, and I hope that you have a good one.